The World Bank has to lend about $20 billion a year. If it can't do that, then it makes less profit. So what's the easiest way to boost up its lending is lend for these huge projects. In all the countries where it operates, the World Bank has legal immunity, so nobody can take the World Bank to court. So the World Bank finances a project which destroys your livelihood, your home, floods your land, ruins your life. You can't sue the World Bank for that.
The World Bank knows how to spend $1 billion in one place. They don't know how to spend $1,000 in 1 million places, to spend that same $1 billion at 1 million different villages. And yet in many places what we need is not a $1 billion answer, it's a $1,000 answer.
Centuries ago, buildings would be built with tanks in the basement and water would fall on the roof and then be rooted down to the basement and stored there. And people are now realizing, yeah, that was an incredibly good idea. Why do we spend billions of dollars building some huge dam 100 miles away? Why don't we just trap the rainwater that actually falls on the house?
My name is Rajendra Singh. This is a Gopalpura village and I start the work here in October 84. In the beginning, I start some school and a small clinic. But after 6 months, Mr. Mangu Meena says, we not need education, we need water. I am not an engineer. I don't know about the water. You see that hill before the whole topography like this. The water is very less rainfall here. So what we can do? Mangu says, I can teach you. We have a very great wisdom of water conservation and water harvesting in my country. So we revive this wisdom, the wisdom of the water conservation of my country. Before this, lot of problem here and well is completely dry, no water here. So this hill and that hill we can join with this water harvesting structure and all water come that side. So all collect here and recharge underground aquifers. And water go on the wells and they are using for agriculture and for drinking. You can see the visual impact. Downstream greenery and grasses and tree and vegetation come up with the moisture. If the moisture come up, the greenery come up, and greenery come up, the prosperity come up. So this is the link with the water, underground aquifer and surface. Due to this water conservation, our farmers are taking good 2-3 crops. So now the much grains is coming. Now we are giving the grain to the cities. We are giving to the vegetable to the cities. Now the city people coming in my village for the employment. Now more than 7,600 water harvesting structure we construct with the community force, with the community mobilization, with the community trend. Green forest in desert of Rajasthan. when we start this water harvesting structure, they give the notice to me, a legal notice. Under the Irrigation Drainage Act 54, they are saying, you catch the rains here. This rains is not yours. Who is this water? I ask the question. Who is this water? Yours? Government's? No. Water is a natural resource. Water is a common resource. Water is not a property. Water is a resource for the life.
At the point that I learned about Nestlé's intention of establishing a bottling plant here in Michigan, I thought, Nestlé here in the heart of our state, bottling water, this is a big one. They're pumping upwards of 450 gallons per minute. And what that means in ecological terms is that streams are lowering, that what used to be bodies of water are turning into mud flats, lake levels are dropping in the vicinity of this pumping site. Adding insult to injury is the fact that Nestlé Corporation doesn't pay 1 cent for the water that they extract. And they're making, it's speculated, upwards of $1.8 million a day in profits off of that water, which belongs to all of us.
So here we are in Michigan. You got a company that wants to pump water out of a stream system, all right? It doesn't own the water. It has a right to use the water like other landowners. So the question is, does their right to use mean they have a right to put it in a bottle and claim ownership and sell it? That was the basic question.
We asked for a moratorium and said, give the people more time to research this, to find out, is this what the community wants? And the township officials basically said, we know what's best.
When citizens hear about a project, you can be sure the company's been there for at least a year already. They've talked with everybody they need to talk to. They've been given the green light informally.
Nestlé Corporation received $10 million in tax abatements over 10 years. So not only are they not paying for the water itself, but they're not even contributing to the local tax base of that community.